All right, we're going to go one more segment for a full hour. Now, what do we have here? We were reviewing over here where we have our patterns. These are our syllables. Say we got a language that's got 3 words in it. We're going to make words out of this. How many different words could we make out of it? We can make this first, and that and then we'd put on top of 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'd put 7R. Okay, but we'd have to mix the 4, 5 in with here. Okay, so the syllables kind of overlap. Wow. Well, that's tough. They're not really syllables. I'll find a better way of analyzing it. But anyway, there are important patterns to know. Okay, this is the warped fretboard. This is the unwarped is over here. All right, and we could just compare, if I could get it right here, the Ionian. This is the E shape. This is the formal E shape here, okay? Now, notice when we start the E shape, this is the key of E here, right? So you got 4 sharps. 4 sharps. Over here is how we're going to play that in a new way. So we don't have this sunken 7 here we can't get to. And we don't have other sunken notes, okay? Now this is an unwarped diagram, by the way, so it doesn't matter. That would be part of the next lesson, where I show you the sunken notes again. We'll review that. You're not going to miss anything. I made another chart, but we're going to do that next lesson. These color diagrams just reinforce what's over here. Modal scales done using patterns. When I say patterns, it means unwarped. Unwarped. So these are the patterns. This is the same pattern as this. See, R23, here's R23. 4, 5, 6, you got 4, 5, 6. Then you go into the top of an S3S, because the 5, 6 locks you into that S3S. So you can finish that S3S up there. Then, of course, a 2 goes through a 3 on the S2L. You stick the S2L right there, and you go 3, 4, 5. Okay, now the 4, 5. What are we doing from here? Okay, I chose to go into a different pattern up here to start these guys again. All right, so something different going on up here. I can use the smaller pattern here. So I just went into an S2L up here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, R. In this case, because of this 5, see, but this is double. It says double 5. No good. This is not good. Up there is not good, okay, because it's got doubles in it. You can't have doubles in the pattern. So this is an older drawing. This is an older drawing. Just showing what patterns were used. This has doubles in it. This is no good. You can't have doubles in the pattern stack. That I know. You can have the same notes, but they have to be an octave apart. Okay, so they are an octave apart in these guys right here. Look at this. You see this 5, 6 and this 5, 6? They're an octave apart. Oh, yes, they are. You wouldn't know it, but they are. Okay, well that was some guesswork up there when you're playing them on the same string. Because then you got to look at what's the interval between this and this. Okay, the interval between the 7 and the root is a half. The interval between the 3rd and the 4th is a half. Okay, well guess what? What's the interval between the same note? The interval between the same note on a guitar is like how many frets? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 frets. This is 1, 2, 4 frets. So it's a half step away. So if you came up with the 4, 5, 6 up there, and you wanted to, excuse me, if you did the R2, 3, because we want to go to the 4, 5, 6 from there. So we do the R2, 3. Then we're just going to go a half step up and start the whole pattern again, the next level. So there's a wonderful thing we just learned about this pattern. When you want to do it on the same string, you just put a half step in between. All right, that wasn't the same thing, because we went below this 5 here. Okay, and that's getting into a different pattern. I got itchy nose. Talking, give me itchy nose. Okay, so we know that these patterns, I put this here just to kind of reinforce what's going on. And if you have let's say over here now, let's look at D, because we want to get off E. Let's look at D. Right here, I have a fret nut. When I say nut, I mean this guy. Boom, boom, boom. Let's waste 10 seconds showing you this again. You know, this is the fret nut. If you don't know, it's the fixed thing on the guitar. So let's say we put that right there. That means we in the key of D now. So that E there is the second of D, okay? The king. All right, so that sounds more like the Duke. So anyway, he's his cousin. Got angry at him. He took a job out of the kingdom for more money. All right. Anyway, so I mean the Duke took a job, not the king. The king stays home. Let's not waste too much time. So this is the fret nut here. This is the key of D now, because we put that fret nut here. Okay? And these are the patterns that, this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we go into the long pattern, 5, 6, 7. Guess what? I have the pattern there. I do have the pattern there. Okay, before we zoom in. So this is the pattern. These are the two guys we're looking at. Key of D. There's your key of D right there. Okay, I guess we could bump out just a little bit so we could get it all the good stuff right there. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only difference is, instead of, see, I made a mistake here and then went into an S2L here, 6, 7, R. That doubled the 6. That was a mistake. I made it. I apologize. I'm only human. That was not the thing to do. The thing to do was that this 5, 6 here was to hone in. That locks us into an S3L. We know where we are. Stack of 3 short, S3S. So we go to 5, 6, 7, R. But we don't even need, well, we could use that too. Yeah, we could use that too, and then go into the bottom of an S2L. This guy, 3, 4, 5. The bottom of Um,